Well, we're at another temple here in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. This is Prambanan. You can see it's famous for tall spires. There's a lot of small cut stones here. I mean, they're cube, rather rectangular. So I don't know if these are collapsed ruins from earthquakes in the past or what. Nonetheless, here's another temple you can visit while in Yogyakarta. Well, this is Prambanan Palace. I guess I've just butchered the name. And showing you here the large courtyard and how these large spires are, in fact, just separated here. They have entrances, as you can see, to walk up some steep steps into them. And they all vary in height. I'm not sure what their purpose is. Is their purpose to be tombs or to be some other holding? I can only speculate, but nonetheless, just wanted to show you this feature. Well, this is inside the tallest of the spires here. Just see a statue here on a pedestal. We do not know if it's covering something or what. You get a nice echo effect. It's very dark, I have to confess that, and it does have kind of just a damp, musky smell like an old attic, but nonetheless, the tallest one, this is what it contains. Life here, I'm trying to get a close-up. It's the backside of a large toad that's trying to get down the hole away from me. I judge by the colors and all that this toad is not safe to handle. I mean, it could be poisonous to the touch and thus even potentially lethal. So this is as close as I'm going to get. You can see my feet. I'm not going to try to pick them up. The species, but Indonesia does have deer that are indigenous, and it's actually a small species. These bucks here, these stags with the antlers, and there's another one walking up to us right here, probably stand about no more than 2.5 feet above the shoulder. We can't enter the cage. I understand you can buy food for them. This one's munching on a leaf here, so just go ahead and let him enjoy a snack. But this is still at the temple. Feed the deer here too. Evie is providing them with some special greens here. You can get for about 2,000 rupiah, which is roughly 15 cents on the current exchange between the U.S. and Indonesia. Evie is daring to try to tease his bird a little bit. What we're looking here at is the 4th largest bird in the world, I believe, and it is perhaps the most dangerous. This is a cassowary bird. They can be found in Papua, Indonesia, which is the western part of New Guinea. Thus, it is indigenous to a part of Indonesia. You can tell by the beak, it can give a severe peck, and those enormous feet right there, the large claws, can do a lot of damage, and they can be lethal. Fortunately, this bird's inside the cage and we're outside, so there's no danger so long as we allow this fence to stay between us. Smaller outbuildings here for the Sultan's Palace in Yogyakarta, and showing here statues. One of a lady making the fabric batik, and just showing a few other batik items as well. Parks of scooters. There's a special carriage there that looks like you can lie down in it. I don't believe it's a hearse, so no jokes. And there are cages here for birds as well on the outside. And here it's a small area, but certainly well kept and very beautiful. You can certainly find beauty in a small space. Make the fabric for batik, these leather patterns are produced. They're made from dry leather and are detailed nicely through a painstaking process. It's slow, but nonetheless, it's very impressive. It's fine detailed with these different size, like stencils and nail heads that are driven in with a wooden hammer to.
Motorcycle spook.
Okay, and even things are can be rather innovative, using things like motorcycle spokes and or nails or any other slender metal sharp pointed instrument. And it's just showing you there's a special craft at work here. He described it as a pattern here. What's being made here are actually puppets. These are Javanese puppets. They are kind of two-dimensional, but certainly, you know, the details of the different holes and cuts, for lack of better words, and all, are put into it, and then they're painted and filled in with different either little bits of fabric or something like this to fill in the holes. And well, either way, you can see the finished product right here, and you can see the pins there to make the joints move right over here, more or less. Very, very, very colorful. This is with a lot of things in Indonesia. The legendary animal of Indonesia. This is a civet cat, who is an animal which is famous for helping to produce one of the world's most luxurious coffees. It actually eats the beans, passes it through the digestive system, defecates it out, then the beans are collected and washed, and then they're ground up and brewed for coffee. It's just waking up right now and cleaning itself, but who knows? Maybe it's to try to get the last few grounds out, I don't know. But nonetheless, this is the famous animal, and of course its coffee is nicknamed the cat poo coffee, but it is one of the most prized coffees, as unbelievably as it sounds, in the entire world. We are actually inside the King's Palace grounds right here. One interesting thing, like this like bicycle rickshaw that Evie and I have been riding in, and any other vehicle, it must be walked through. It cannot be driven or operated. And there's a large fenced-in area, and there is a large dog in there. I don't know if he's a guard dog of some type. You can see him yawning over there. And I know Evie's been trying to get his attention. She loves dogs. However, this dog gives off a big growl, so I would not consider him friendly. And not one you could play with. But you can see through the bars a little bit as we walk. Some more of the palace grounds here. And I see some of the children are playing. They might be children of palace workers, which have some limited license to this grounds, from what I understand. But nonetheless,